Investors, start your engines. Welcome to the 2024 CFA Society Indianapolis Investment Forum here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
In the first 12 years of the IDC, there was a total of $49.5 billion of investment in the state. In just the last 9 quarters, we've had over $71 billion of committed investment. 12 years versus 9 quarters, nearly $21 billion more. We've had back-to-back record years. The momentum is not stopping as we've had the largest quarter in state history in Q1 of 2024.
Last year, our committed CapEx topped $28 billion. And in the first quarter of this year, 2024, we have already reached over $20 billion.
There's a shift now back to fixed income. We're seeing traditional long-only equity portion of the portfolio shrinking a little bit, and that's funding primarily private credit.
One of the things that sports gave me that I apply to my investment kind of career is truly discipline and rigor. You have to develop rigor, stick to your thesis, have a game plan. You're going to have highs and lows, but as long as you kind of stay consistent around that thesis.
I ran a business for 37 years. Auto, truck accessories, RV parts and accessories. Lived the American dream. And the only mistake I made, I never had any liquidity. I moved that business to the next generation so it could survive. You represent managing the assets.
What I love about this environment now, it's all about relationships. It's the relationships with your lenders, your investors, your operating partner. It's even with your teams. Like, who do you want to be in the foxhole with now?
It would be pretty normal in 2019 for us to be one of 25 developers or investors that are chasing a certain project in the middle part of some state in the western half of the United States. And today, that number could be one of 5 or one of 7 simply because of capital scarcity.
What you find in the private market are opportunities that can be much more specialized, much more focused, and much more tactical in nature. And so if you want to do speculative development strategies, you can find that in the private market. If you want core income producing industrial, you can find that in the private market, and you can find everything in between.
We're in an era of higher interest rates because the economy's changed. Change is not worse, change is different. And once we start to understand that, we can understand 2 things. 1, it's not bad, and 2, higher interest rates aren't going to be bad either.
Every part of larger, broadly syndicated transactions in the downside is much more expensive than it used to be, and I don't think it's priced into the market, which is another reason why trying to find that idiosyncratic opportunity to get a similar yield or better yield than what you're getting in private credit on an opportunistic basis is difficult at the moment.
When we talk about value in investment management, we're talking about skill, right? And skill mathematically is 2 things. It's expertise minus error. So machine can help in both of those. Expertise is idea generation. It's looking at your universe. It's looking at the possibility set that you have. And on the error side, it's how do I weed out investment ideas or funds that I'm become biased towards, and I shouldn't have them objectively in my portfolio.
But I've seen so many new technologies come up and go. This one is, I think, not just the use case of that, but I think it's going to lift the boat for other areas, whether it's hardware, whether it's even phones or even PCs that have been kind of dead for years to come.
Thank you everyone again for joining us for the 2024 CFA Society Investment Forum. We could not have done it without our fractional staff. We also could not do it without our advisors and, of course, all of our incredible sponsors.